When I was 9 years old, my family got a dog named Coco. There's a point to this. I love this dog more than anybody else in my family, I think. But every time I went near it, it growled at me. The only time it would come near me is to bark when it wanted something to eat or it had to go out to pee. That's kind of how my relationship with God was. You know, I knew He was there, I believed in Him, but I really only came to Him when I wanted to win a wrestling match or win a football game or when I was getting in trouble with my parents. I was afraid that if I let Him get too involved in my life, that I'd end up somewhere that I didn't want to be, doing something I didn't want to do, like work for a church. And we all know that church was for people who didn't have any social skills and couldn't find friends anywhere else. That was my view of church. Ever since I was 12 years old and got a video camera, I was going to be the next Steven Spielberg. Everybody in town knew it. So I was 18 and I left for film school in Miami. And then after 2 months there, I left for LA. The next Steven Spielberg only needed 2 months of college. LA was horrible. I had no money, no friends, a roommate who was stealing from me, a cockroach-infested apartment. It sucked. I hated it. My film career was non-existent. But it was during that rock bottom time of my life when I finally started to say to God, you know what? God, I am ready to start taking you seriously. I've always believed that you existed, but you know, I am ready to just let you take control here. So I started reading the Bible on my own and just started finding out, what does this Bible have to say? I even started looking for churches, which I swore I'd never do. I found people there who didn't go to church out of religious obligation, but were just so, out of just a passion and a love for God that I had never seen before. And I wanted some of that. So I get involved in this church and just, you know, cut to a few years later, God had completely turned my life around. I mean, I loved LA. I loved my life. I was even booking a few acting gigs. But at the same time, God was doing this work in my heart, and I started to care less and less about the film industry and care more and more about just helping people encounter God in a real way. I ended up in full-time ministry on staff at this church. People have said to me, oh, Chris, you found religion. Good for you. And I'd say, no, actually, my passion now is to help people walk away from religion. My passion is to see people not just believe in God, not just accept Christ as their Savior, but to actually experience Him in a real way in their day-to-day life. We just see God doing something in New Jersey, and we feel like He said, come on guys, I want you to be a part of this, come along. And I am just excited to see what He's got in store for us.